buy that for $1.
Recognize.
I represent everything Dollar Club.
Respect the dollar!
Oh, head up to the Jolly Rogers there.
Hey everybody, Kevin Panetta of Dollar Club Wrestling here. Please do me a favor and purchase some of my niece Talia's Girl Scout cookies at the link attached here.
Hi, I'm Talia, and you should buy cookies for me because they're the best cookies in the world, and the Dollar Club Wrestling buys cookies for me too.
And if you can say no to her, how can you say no to this? The new official Dollar Club mascot, the Dollar Bulldog. That's the Dollar Bulldog, the official mascot of Dollar Club Wrestling. Hey everybody, welcome to the Dollar Club Wrestling Podcast, episode 31. I'm your host, Uncle Slam. With me, as always, you're going to have our special guest, Rock Hard Jim Prendy, and we have an awesome interview for you in just a minute. Before we start this, though, I want to talk about a little charity that we're up to. Before I get into that, don't forget to buy those cookies from my niece, Talia. There's the Dollar Bulldog. How do you say no to that face? So on February 18th at the American Dreams AXW show, the Dollar Club Wrestling is going to be doing a new donation. We teamed up with a new charity. We're going to be collecting blessing bags, collecting donations for blessing bags for the homeless. My friend Julie Buckner started this charity a long time ago. I'll read it for you. Blessing bags for the homeless. Now through February 28th, Julie and us, Dollar Club Wrestling, will be collecting inspirational letters and non-perishable food for the homeless. This will be her 9th year doing this, our first year doing this, and they'll be handing out the bags in Philadelphia on March 5th. To minimize handling, please place a letter and food in a Ziploc bag. I know I've obviously, since it's the online podcast, it's going to be tough to donate food or non-perishable items. So feel free to Venmo Julie Buckner right there if you would like to make a donation to the homeless. Or if you do want to actually contact her and get her non-perishable items, email her at julie.blessingbags@gmail.com. Make a difference today, everybody. All right, so now here we have my co-host. Actually, he's the main host. I'm the co-host. Rock Hard Jim Prendy, how's it going, buddy?
Yo, what is up? How is it going? We got a lot going on tonight. Some good big things. Glad to be a part of that charity, and I'm looking forward to it. And hopefully we can give them some help, these homeless people that need it.
Yeah, absolutely. And we got a great guest coming up. Pretty excited to talk to the Dragon, Erron Wade, pretty soon.
Yeah, we saw him last month at AXW for the People, and looking forward to seeing him again this month.
Why don't you give him a proper introduction, and I'll bring him on the screen. Give him a proper introduction, Jim.
Okay, everybody. Coming on to the Dollar Club Wrestling Podcast, we have the one, the only, the Dragon, Erron Wade. What's up, brother?
What's going on, guys? Thanks for having me on.
Absolutely. Thanks for coming on. So, Erron, you're from Tennessee, right? Is that where you live?
So I actually live in Ringgold, Georgia. It's like 30 minutes from Chattanooga.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
So how did you get involved with AXW?
So I'm in a group chat with a lot of wrestlers.
Yeah.
I think my manager that sent a link or something to send info to Bob Evans. So I immediately was the only one that did it, and then I did it, and one thing led to another, and then I got booked. It was pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, well, that was a good show, man. It was, we saw you for the first time last month. We were there. You had a good match. Came up a little short, but
I watched your YouTube video on your page, and Jim's the guy that walked in front of the camera and had to duck down. Have you recognized that face?
Yeah.
I was teasing.
Sorry about that.
That's all good.
So I understand that you're really a martial artist. You've been doing it for a long time. Taekwondo.
Yeah, this March will mark 11 years for me.
Wow.
Yeah.
How did you get into that?
So when I was little, I've always wanted to do martial arts. I just never actually tried to do it until my friend was doing it. And he goes, hey, there's a school near like my house. You should totally do it. So like I joined, and I think I'd stay with it, but here I am.
Nice. Are you a black belt?
Yeah, I am a senior 4th degree black belt.
Wow.
I like your Dragon Kai, the little Cobra Kai, little stuff they're going on there. Pretty cool.
Thank you, man.
I love your entrance song too. Are you a Karate Kid fan?
I'm a huge Karate Kid fan. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
actually funny that song. I'd never actually like chose it. It was one of those like songs where like the promoter gave to me at a show, and I was like, "This isn't my theme," and I just walked out to it, and it just stuck with me.
I love it. It's awesome. Love that song. Are you a Cobra Kai guy or a Miyagi-Do guy?
Ooh, I'm a huge Cobra Kai guy. I love the villains.
I gotta show him my tattoo. Hold on.
Oh, brother.
So
Check it out.
Oh,
Cobra.
nice. That's awesome.
Yeah.
so
How
do
did you get
you,
the nickname the Dragon? Is it like a Brian Danielson inspiration? Bruce Lee? You're in the Game of Thrones, or where did that come from? I love it.
So I should really think so too. And Tennessee, and at first everyone's like, I have like a resemblance to Brian Danielson with the beard and the hair, and at first everyone's like calling me Baby Dragon, and that was like my name for like 3 or 4 years or so, and then last March at ICW Nobles Bard, and then I just dropped the baby part, and now it's just Dragon. Because like,
Hey, we have a little rough connection there. We keep losing you in and out. I'm gonna.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna pull you off the feet and back on. See if that helps real quick. You try talking a little bit, Aaron, please.
Can y'all hear me? Okay.
Keep talking. Let me see. Let me hear. It was going in and out.
So like back in 2019,
there we go.
Yeah.
It went out again.
Man, I want to hear this too. Dang.
Yeah, it went out again.
I can see the Brian Danielson comparisons too, even with the kicks he does too, like the style, like for the match I've seen.
Yeah, if you guys haven't seen Aaron wrestle, he's really good. He has a very awesome style and a lot of good moves.
Try removing yourself and going back in and see if that works. Or sometimes that works. You just got to refresh it.
I'll try.
Cool.
Yeah, very impressive in the ring from what I've seen. And he will be there February 18th at AXW, American Dreams. And I believe he's wrestling Tony Evans, correct?
Yeah, he's got a big match with Tony Evans.
Tony Evans is a big, tough guy who the Dragon's going to slay, right?
That's right.
So go ahead. You were telling us how you got the Dragon name.
Yeah. So in 2019, I wrestled at this show called Ego Pro in Athens, Tennessee, and I have a resemblance to Brian Danielson with the beard and the hair, and I was called Baby Dragon, and that was like my name, like you're Baby Dragon. And I was like, okay, I mean, I guess that's my name now. And then it stuck with me for probably until March of last year, and then I did a death match for ICW No Holds Barred, and when I did that, I just dropped the baby part.
Nice.
And now it's just Dragon. So yeah.
Nice. So how did you get into professional wrestling? Like, what were you a fan as a kid and always wanted to do it? What led you here?
So I had a friend that his stepdad was a professional wrestler, and I would go to shows with him, and I would just be like, "This is like the coolest thing ever," and like 2011,
cut out again.
Man, yeah, it's cutting out again.
Cut-
You guys having that bad weather down south? Is that why? I heard the Midwest is getting it pretty bad.
Yeah, we are getting some rain a lot here. Yeah.
Cool. Hey, you're back. You're back. We can hear you again.
Oh,
So your friend's dad was a wrestler and took you to a show, and you just fell in
Yeah.
love with it.
yeah, and probably around like the summer of 2011, when CM Punk was like on his like high. It was like a match on Raw with Rey Mysterio and The Miz. That was like, I want to do this. Yeah, this is for me.
Nice. Who was your first favorite wrestler? Did you have one?
First favorite wrestler probably would be Rey Mysterio. It's kind of like fluctuate throughout the years, but Rey Mysterio is probably the one I gravitated to the most when I was a child.
Nice.
When did you?
Sorry,
Go ahead, Kev.
How you go?
Say go ahead.
Do you add in any luchador stuff then? Because you're a Rey Mysterio fan, or are you going to stick with more of the kicks?
So when I was like first starting to train, I wanted to do like all the high fly stuff, but like I realized that's like probably not the style for me, and I just kind of found my own style. Like originally, I didn't really want to do the martial arts thing. I wanted to like be as far away from that as possible. But then like my trainer talked me into it, and so I was like, okay. And then now I makes me love martial arts even more, honestly. To like incorporate that. Yeah.
How was that how does that translate into the professional wrestling, your martial arts? Does it help you, hinder you when you're learning that craft?
I think so. It makes, honestly, me learning wrestling a lot more easier because it's like I already know like a lot of like the things I do in Taekwondo. It's literally just putting it in wrestling and making it safe and then going from there.
Right.
How was that death match you did? How was that?
It was fun. It was an experience for sure. I was really
Did you get
nervous.
busted open? Did you get busted open?
Yeah, I took a gusset to the forehead up here, and that was the first time taking that. I was like, oh man, I was so nervous. But when I took it, I just bled and bled, and I was like, this is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got a rush with the blood.
Good. The images
Yeah.
with that are cool too. Were there tacks?
Oh yeah. We didn't use tacks. I actually got a funny story with tacks. There was this one time back when New Jack passed away. I did a tribute show like for New Jack, and I was in the role as New Jack. And I wrestled one of my friends, and he was kind of supposed to be Mustafa Saeed, and we did this like death match / extreme rules style match, and we had thumbtacks, and I put them in this little bag, and I dumped the thumbtacks in the center of the ring because I was like, okay, I want to go through these thumbtacks because I'm afraid of them, so I want to get it over with. Yeah. So as soon as I go for it, he dumps them in the corner, and he goes to suplex me, and he completely misses the tacks. And I'm just like,
like relieved, but not relieved.
Yeah, at the same time, yeah.
Yeah. You have a little bit of
this day.
Yeah.
Oh man.
You did a little bit of amateur wrestling too, right?
Yeah, I wrestled my freshman and sophomore year of high school.
How does that help you in professional wrestling?
Yeah, it helped me a little bit with like chain wrestling and like some of that. Like I wasn't necessarily very like good at amateur because I didn't really honestly take it seriously because I was in it because I liked pro wrestling.
Yeah.
But
did you try to do like pro wrestling moves and?
Oh man, I got
Uncle Slam used to do that.
Yeah, I thought that's why I did it too. I thought it was like real, like WWE style, and it totally wasn't. I hated it.
Oh,
I went to the first practice trying to pile drive people.
Yeah, like what? You can't do that.
So I have a similar story. So I also wrestled my 8th grade year of middle school, and I think we were at practice, just like you hook up with a buddy and you just like wrestle. And I remember trying to grab him for a gut wrench powerbomb, and like he obviously wasn't jumping for me, so I was like, he goes, "What are you doing?" I was like trying to lift him, and like it just wasn't working.
Yeah.
Said, well,
Like, oh, this is harder than it looks.
oh man.
Nice. So when did you start training professional wrestling?
So I started training when I was 16 in 2017.
Wow, you were young.
Yeah, and I debuted at 18.
Oh, wow.
That's wrestling. Let's get to know the man a little bit. Erron, tell us a little bit about yourself, like non-wrestling wise. What makes you you? Let the people at least what you want to know about you.
So I'm kind of a little bit of a goofball. Like I literally, I'm always with the same. When you're in a locker room, act like you belong. So and like no one will question it. And like when I'm on new shows, I'll literally do that, and then like nobody questions it because it's just me being me. And like. If you ever share like a car with me, you probably like understand more than actually me trying to explain it to you. Because like I don't know, I've been told I'm a different kind of breed, but I mean, I guess it's the charm of me being me.
Nice. You should film like a ride along show. Do your own like indie ride along.
Oh,
like that'd be interesting.
I want to do something like that one of these days. That'd be so fun.
Yeah, definitely. Do it on your way to Pennsylvania, February 18th. It's a long drive for you.
Plan. Oh yeah, that's a plan. Oh man.
Who do you share? Do you guys ride down together? A bunch of guys, or?
Yeah, it's usually we all like like the last one for the January 7th show. I met CMD in chat, and then we went to Derek's house, which is like 3 hours away. Then we went to Baltimore to O'Shea Edwards' house, and then we went to the venue. So it was like, yeah, it was a fun trip though. It was good. I love long trips like that, honestly.
Spider-Man Dan's a cool dude.
Oh yeah, he's the best.
Speaking of Derek, you gonna get some revenge on him?
I'm hoping to soon, because he got the best of me. I mean, I wrestled Derek plenty of times, but like every time he hits me with that fisherman suplex, it's always over every time.
Yeah, it looks rough, man.
It's tough.
It looks rough.
Oh man.
What's your strategy going to be against Tony Evans? What are you thinking going into that match at February 18th? Here we got Tony Evans versus the Dragon.
What are you doing to prepare for Tony Evans?
Preparing to kick him really, really hard. Hopefully he stays down with one of my head kicks, especially like the Black Mask or like anything I throw at him. Because I've wrestled Tony plenty of times, and he always.
Man, we lost you there.
But
we got a bad connection.
Yeah, it's storming pretty bad here. But yeah, Tony's a good wrestler. I'll give him that. But
he's a big boy too. Keep wrestling these big guys. What's your thought process going against a bigger opponent? Man, we lost you again, Erron.
Oh man!
I saw on YouTube the real big guy. He wrestled Kroll, I think the name was. The guy looked like he was like 7 foot tall.
Oh, Cruel! I still can't find him. He's missing. He went AWOL.
Really?
Yeah, I can't find him anywhere.
But
yeah, I do love wrestling big guys like that because it's honestly a challenge. Because like it's like, okay, I can't wrestle this guy like a guy my size or a guy smaller. I gotta like, either go after his legs to make him shorter or target a certain area to like keep him down. Or just kick him really hard. I mean, that always works.
take their knees out, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
What did Terry Silver say? If they can't breathe or whatever.
Man can't stand. He can't fight.
Yeah, there you go.
Right.
Man can't
There you
stand.
go,
He
there
can't
you go.
fight. Yeah, give him the silver bullet. That should be one of your moves, man. Put that in there, the silver bullet.
Oh, you just gave me some ideas for something.
Yeah.
I'll put that. I'll back pocket that one. I like that.
Kev, what is that move I was saying that kick up?
He kips up pretty well. You nip up, kip up.
Yeah, when did you figure out you could do that? The kip up.
Man, probably when I was like maybe 15 or 16. I think I was just in my I've used my phone for like plenty of like practice for like everything. Like things. And one day I was just laying on my back and I was like, I want to see if I can nip up. And I was just like practice it. And I finally got it. And I was like, this is pretty sick. I can nip up now. And like martial arts honestly helped too.
Yeah. So are you like 100% in the ring? Have you botched it?
I haven't botched my nip up yet, but I did botch a resorte once on accident. I went for it, and like my manager Matt Griffin at the time, he was like walking by me, and as soon as I was like in the midst of like landing on my feet, I kicked him in like the arm or something, and so like I did this like weird like I'm on my heels, I'm on my butt at the same time kind of like stance, and I was like, well, that kind of sucked, but.
Yeah.
What's your goals with AXW? Coming for gold? You just coming to make a name for yourself?
I'm honestly coming to like show the fans who I am and to like hopefully they leave with like being entertained by watching me in the ring. That's honestly my goal every time I go out there. I want to be entertaining. Like I want to show them I wrestle and I can fight, but I want to be entertaining.
And then what's the difference between wrestling up on the East Coast or down south? Is there any difference at all? Or is the crowd difference, the style different at all? Or just pretty much the same?
It's kind of like a mixed bag, I guess. I mean, I haven't really wrestled much up north. Like, I think like a few, but it like it was people like the first show or like their first show in a while, and I was like, this is pretty cool to like be someone's first show and like one of the first matches they see. So like it was pretty cool. I like it. Yeah.
What's the furthest you've traveled to wrestle?
Furthest I've traveled would either be or honestly, I don't know which one's further. Maryland sounds further, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think Hamburg's a little farther than Maryland, right?
From where he is? From where he is, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. From where he is, Hamburg would be further.
Yeah. It'd probably be Pennsylvania then, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to Tennessee for the first time in March for my birthday. Any recommendations on where to go? Or I'm going to be in Nashville.
You're going to be in Nashville?
Yeah, first time.
Nashville's a crazy. Oh man, Nashville's crazy. So, I would recommend. Crap. It's the club and down like in the strip of like Nashville. I can't think of the name of it right off. I have it on the tip of my tongue.
I read Broadway is the main road, but I don't know any like places to go.
Yes, Lambert.
It's not a strip club, is it? Uncle Slam can't be going in there.
Oh no. It's Miranda Lambert. Club, nightclub.
All right, I'll Google it. I'll Google which one Miranda Lambert's is. She's a very beautiful woman.
Maybe you'll run into her there, Kev, or Uncle Slam. So.
Yeah,
that would be nice.
Yeah, I was down there during summer weekend last year.
Yeah, I keep hearing great things
Okay.
about it. I love the South. I used to have relatives in Alpharetta, Georgia. So I used to go there all the time when I was younger, when I was a kid. They moved to Florida now, but I love that area. I love the people, culture. I love it.
Oh yeah, like Tennessee is great. I love Tennessee. It's a great state. Yeah.
So, what is your future plans in wrestling? You're in AXW. Do you see yourself beyond that? Where do you see yourself in 5 years from now?
Honestly, one of my goals, it's like up there. I'll have to like think ahead and like have big goals. So I really want to. It's been a goal of mine probably for a while. I really want to wrestle in Japan.
Nice.
Like that would be really fun. Like I've always wanted to like go over there and like experience the culture and like everything.
Yeah.
Like that would just be awesome.
Yeah, maybe you'll run into what's his name? Karate Kid's now they're friends.
Chosen?
Karate Kid Chosen. Yeah.
Chosen.
Maybe you'll run into
yeah.
Chosen there.
I love
Right.
Chosen.
You know, break some how many blocks of ice do you think you could get through?
I want to shoot for 3. See what happens.
3.
I'm really like I'm like your personality. I really can't wait to see like you even develop more like goofiness into your karate character, your fighting character. You know, I think you got a lot of big things to looking forward to in the future. Like got to show off that personality as much as possible. Keep entertaining people.
I have another good idea for you. When you come out, you know, like kind of like a Stone Coldish thing, you get the banquets going.
Oh,
Like,
cool.
yeah.
Johnny.
Oh yeah. Oh man.
Throw me one of them banquets.
Yeah.
Do you still watch? Do you watch WWE, AEW? You a fan of that?
I watch probably honestly I probably watch WWE more than I watch AEW. Like occasionally I'll like see things on like Twitter or like Instagram. I'm like, oh, that's cool. Or occasionally I'll catch a Dynamite. But mainly WWE I've been watching. Like I watched the Rumble this past Saturday, and yeah, it's mainly WWE.
What was your takeaway from the Rumble?
There were some questionable decisions, but overall I thought it was a pretty solid show.
What did you think of that one Ricochet Logan Paul
Ooh,
spot?
wow. That was awesome.
It was cool. It was just like it was a cool spot. It was just like kind of like one of those like, hey, look what we can do or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Thinking like realistically, why would you even think to attempt to go for that both of you at the same time? But
yeah,
It was cool to see,
Yeah,
but you're right. It was like it doesn't
was
really
just like-
fit here.
yeah, it doesn't make any sense. It's just like, all right,
Do you think you could do that?
I can't.
whew. Probably not. Honestly, I used to be able to springboard, but like I can't anymore. Like I don't know. I just
Yeah.
Do you who do you like? Do you watch any do you study film? Like who do you look at to like try to like develop new moves and stuff to add into your repertoire? Do you have like any inspiration or guys you looked up to?
probably Jackie Chan or Bruce Lee.
Nice.
Like the 1-inch punch from Bruce Lee. You got the like quick jabs from Jackie Chan. I kind of incorporate in. I kind
Nice.
of like make it my own.
Jackie Chan doing all of his own stunts has got to be like a great thing to learn from too. Just watching all
Oh,
that.
yeah.
I love watching his movies just for like the outtakes to see him attempting all this crazy stuff. He's awesome.
Oh yeah, literally one of my favorite movies with Jackie Chan was Legend of the Drunken Master.
Nice.
That movie rules.
That was great. What did you think of Jackie Chan as in the new Karate Kid? Did you like that version?
I didn't see
So,
it.
You didn't see that?
so people like they give me a lot of crap for it, but I love that movie. That movie rules.
I like
I
it
think
too.
it's
It's a
good.
Karate Kid movie. How can you not like a
Yeah.
karate movie? Anything with
Yeah, that
karate
was
in it
good.
is great.
Yeah, and Jackie Chan's in it, so like it's automatically great. So, yeah,
You
I
know,
love
like when
it.
you're flipping through the channels and you see like a Bruce Lee, you got to stop and watch it. I know. I
Yeah.
do.
Exactly. Yeah.
Just always. Even like I don't know if you ever saw a movie with what was that called? No Retreat, No Surrender. It was like one of Jean-Claude Van Damme's first movie. He was in it a little bit. He was like a villain in it.
I've heard of that movie. I don't think I've seen it yet, though.
It's like really cheesy, but you can't take your eyes off it because it's like it's awesome. But yeah, check it out.
Speaking of John, Speaking of Jean-Claude Van Damme, for the longest time I did not see Bloodsport until probably 2 years ago.
Bloodsport,
really?
Yeah.
Awesome.
And then everyone's like, why have you not seen Bloodsport yet? And I was just like, I'm sorry, guys. And then someone got it for me for my birthday, and I watched it. I was like, this movie rules.
I always thought Van Damme was cooler, but I liked Steven Seagal's movies better.
That's fair.
Yeah, they're different. Van Damme's more of training montage and Seagal. All right, Aaron. Well, we have another interview we're doing in a few minutes, so I really appreciate you joining us. Everybody, go see Aaron against Tony Evans on February 18th at AXW's American Dreams. We're expecting.
Aaron, if you have anything to plug too when he's done, make sure you plug if you have a pro wrestling tease or whatnot too when Jim's done shouting you out here. Sorry, Jim.
We're expecting big things from you, Aaron.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, and we're looking forward to watching you. Yeah, anything you'd like to promote or anything, go ahead.
Okay, so I do have a pro wrestling tease. www.prowrestlingtees.com/Erron Wade. And then, I got a Twitter and Instagram at Erron Wade. And then I also have a Twitch. I stream every now and then at Erron Wade. And then, I also have a Facebook at Erron Wade. I keep everything the same. Nothing.
That's good. That's perfect. Yeah. Easy to find you.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. But it's an honor having you. We got to have you back on the show sometime. It was awesome. Time flew by.
I appreciate it.
Cool.
Yeah, it did. Really did.
Good luck, brother.
Well, thank you all for having me.
All right. See you.
Yeah.
Up next, we have the life of the party. PartyMike Howard. What's up, brother?
What's going on?
How's it going? Been partying? I'm surprised you made it on time. I thought you'd be partying too much.
I'm being very cordial today. Look at me.
No parties tonight.
Well, low-key night tonight, honestly. Just got done with another interview recently, so just keeping it real low-key.
Nice. You still in wrestling in Ohio right now, or where you at right now?
A lot in Ohio right now. And I'm starting to branch out even more. So I've been to Wisconsin a few times, float between Indiana and Kentucky a lot, and then Pennsylvania a handful of times on top of that too.
Nice.
We're at in Pennsylvania.
I did Asylum Pro a few times. I did another place. I can't think of the name off the top of my head, but I did another place out there too.
Awesome.
Yeah, I gave him the invite to come to one of the shows with us and come at the Dollar Club table and meet some people at AXW. Your open invitation to come up and hang out with us.
Definitely have a party.
Oh yeah, you know it.
So Jim, Mike's got some gold now. You still have that tag team belt, right? Arcade
Yes,
Hangover?
I do. It's sitting on my little dinosaur over there.
Oh, nice, man.
But yeah, we got the tag straps down here in the nasty natty.
Nice.
Awesome.
I tried to get a picture of it, but I blew up too much. But I was going to bring it up for everybody. Arcade Hangover.
Yeah, look how beautiful I look in that picture. That was a fun night. Whew, that was a fun night.
Cool. Why don't you tell the people a little bit about yourself instead of we met you before, but the people talk about yourself. Let us know who makes PartyMike, the life of the party.
Yes. Yeah, so as has been said, and as it says in the little quarter thing down here, I'm PartyMike. Wrestle a lot out of Cincinnati. I've been doing shows for about a year and a half or so, maybe a little bit more now by this point. Said earlier, wrestled a lot of Cincinnati area-ish, but a lot in Ohio, Indiana, Kentucky, the little tri-state area. Trying to venture out more. Got some big stuff planned, hopefully in the next couple months, as far as different going out for other bookings. Yeah, that's wrestling.
Are you from Cincinnati, Mike?
Yes. Yeah, I've been in Cincinnati my whole life.
How do you feel about the Bengals?
Ooh.
I'm not even a Bengals fan, so
Oh no. Oh boy.
I love football though. I just love football, and I felt for Cincinnati. I was like, dang, that sucks for them.
I guess you're an Eagles fan then, if you're not a Bengals fan.
Pittsburgh fan actually.
Oh really?
All right.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, Pittsburgh fan. I've stepdad got me into football like forever and ever ago, and just that was his team, and that's just what just worked.
So how did you get into wrestling? What have you loved it your whole life? Wanted to do that? And what got you into it?
So when I was like late middle school, early high school, my now tag partner, who I tag with, your friends, we'd hang out over here and there, but he was like, hey, you want to come over and like watch some wrestling? I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? I grew up around wrestling, but I said that I loved it, and I just like I liked it, enjoyed it, but I was never like, whenever watched God, I can't think what pay-per-view it is right now. All I know is it was for the strap, I think, or it was Jeff Hardy and CM Punk. Whatever pay-per-view that was, I can't think what it is. We watched that, and he goes, "We're wrestling in my basement," and I'm a young guy, so I'm like, yeah. So we go down there and wrestle. I mean, I love this stuff. I had a lot of fun, and we like wrestle in like the backyard and stuff like that. Like when we were like in like late middle school, early high school. And I thought it was the coolest thing in the world, and we'd always tell each other like, "Hey, we're gonna do this one day." And now here we both are with tag staffs traveling the country for stuff. I mean,
That was a good feud to get you into wrestling too. CM Punk went for Jeff Hardy's throat. That was a great.
That was
feud.
awesome. I was so invested. Like I don't know what's happening, but I felt like so invested in it. I was like, "This is awesome."
Yeah, it was. What are you using as your finisher these days?
Right now, I'm using the stunner. Tried and true. It's worked a lot. I went over with a couple handful of other things, but stunner's been the consistent one right now.
Do you have a cool name for it, like the Party Stunner, or you just call it the regular Stunner?
The Party Popper.
Party Popper. I like it. I like it.
The can opener.
Speaking of beer, have you tried a Steve Weiser yet? We have a Broken Skull IPA we were drinking for the Royal Rumble.
Yes, I have. I tried it out when I was in Wisconsin, actually, and it's pretty good. Pretty good. Not my particular drink of choice. I'm a tried and true Mike's Hard guy. It's the same name as me, and I'm like, it kind of works.
Nice.
Especially the freezes. The freezes, phenomenal.
I get made fun of all the time, but I'm a big fan of the Mike's Harder, the Pounders.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes. Great. This guy knows what's up.
Yeah, just drink Mike. You can get together and drink Mike's Hards.
Anytime, man. The party's always an open party invitation.
Oh, always open.
There's always a party going on at Uncle Slam's.
Back when we actually shared a match together. We were in that Royal Rumble, the Great American Bubble. I was the Dollar King. That's when I was a little meaner and a little rougher. I've seen the light. I'm actually a good guy now. I just drink my milk. I don't drink beer anymore, kids. I was joking about that. That was in my past.
Yeah. Drink milk and take your vitamins.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, almond milk.
Exactly.
Yo, almond milk though, underrated. That's my opinion. People I get made fun of a lot for it, but almond milk is phenomenal. I like almond milk. I
put 2 chocolate scoops of protein in it, chocolate protein and almond milk. It tastes like a chocolate milk. It's amazing. Amazing.
I have to try that. That sounds kind of good. I'm going to try some after this, actually.
So how did it feel winning gold for the first time? Were you ecstatic? Did you go out in the town and celebrate, or just like tell me about that?
So I had no idea what was happening. Like I going into the day, I wrestled once. I wrestled my the head trainer of where I work at, and like, hey, main event's gonna happen. It's like for tag gold. Whoever had the belts, names were Carson Drake and Chris Allen. They're hey Allen. They defended. They won. They're like, hey, you're gonna cut a promo. I said, oh, cool, easy, sweet. Like, yeah, you're a challenger for the next show, and you'll find a partner. And I said, oh, easy. So I go out. heart of the line. I'm going out there like, yeah, here's what's going to happen at the next show. And one of the other guys just got there, like maybe 15 minutes before, but he double shotted. Like, hey, if he says anything, just kind of play along. So that guy, he'll figure it out. He's one of the boys. So go out, he gets in my face and goes, what if we do it right now? And I'm thinking, let's get the crowd hyped for the next show. What do you guys think about this? And they're like, yeah, it happened. He starts stopping me, chopping me, beating me up. Had no idea. Got me in the corner, runs some double team moves, and then they started doing a chop thing back and forth, holding my arms behind my back, and they're like, okay, here's what's gonna happen. You're gonna miss this, you're gonna miss a kick, 3 clotheslines, chop me in. Oh, Blue Thunder. Sweet. I'm like, I don't know what's happening, but okay. Then you go, move. He hits his own partner with a kick, throw a couple lines, and I hit the same exact Blue Thunder. That's what I use for my I love one of my favorite moves ever, all the time. Hit it, and I have no partner still. It's we're running the double down. I'm looking at my corner, and there's nobody there. His partner's over there. I hear the crowd just explode, and then here comes my now tag partner, Justin Xavier, running cartoonically, just going tag me in, and got him in, ran a little shot it up a little bit, and then we hit the tag finish, and we went home. Tag champ. So if you see the video, my face is so genuine. Like, it's very like looking around, like thinking I'm thinking everything's a rib still. I'm like, what's happening?
That's awesome. Congratulations. How long you got the title? The belts now? Seems like good reign.
About 4 or 5 months right now.
Nice.
We're close to, yeah.
Who trained you? I don't know. We're not really sure who the trainers are down in the Cincinnati area.
Yeah, so I was trained at Ascend Pro Wrestling, which is where we had the belts at. My head trainer Tim Lutz, Tom Sharp, Jay West, who is now trainer in another place in Cincinnati, Butcher Manson is who I was trained by down in Cincinnati.
Nice.
So how did PartyMike come to fruition?
100% accident. 100 just like one day just went, psh, here's the idea. When I was in training, I was refereeing. That's what I did. They kind of like, pay the dues. And I also am 100% of a believer. Look how beautiful that picture was. Woo!
The party boy right there.
That right there is the top seller. Whenever I saw pictures at shows, they go, ooh, look at that guy.
Yeah.
It's always some old lady, and I love it. They're like, ooh. And I'm like, all right, you want me to sign it for you, honey? But I was refereeing, and I was going, doing shows and stuff to help, just like, it helps with my ring positioning, and it also helps pay dues. And we're like, hey, we need to think about character. I pitched out so many ideas. All of them were just, no, they were like, yeah, no, we don't see it, or, oh, this would be better for this and this and this. And then they were like, so I like Dusty Rhodes. Dusty Rhodes a lot. And like, he was like the common man. And then that somehow, some way translated into PartyMike. Don't know, it was one conversation. It was like an hour long in a parking lot after practice. And we're like, here's this, and then went to this and this. And they're like, what about PartyMike? And I'm like, yeah. 100% just like out of the blue.
I wasn't sure how to, if you wanted PartyMike in one word. I've seen you doing it different ways. You party Space Mike a couple times. Like,
yes. On Facebook, it thinks PartyMike is me trying to use like slang or a nickname. So if I combine it together, Facebook, good old Meta thinks it's a name. So that's why on Facebook, 100% one name. And, some people will put it as a single name. I don't know. I mean, hey, first name PartyMike, last name Howard.
I think I did it on the intro as, let me put it up for a second.
I'd buy that for $1.
I separated it. Okay.
That picture you used was another good one too, man. You're putting all the good pictures out of me today.
Nice. I do my work. I take my job with pride,
Yes.
Yeah, you don't find any good ones for the dollar report.
Find some good ones. Cool. So, what kind of match? You have any good big matches coming up? Anything good? Who's your like an ultimate nemesis or anything?
I'd say nemesis. I put another Cincinnati guy. He grew up in Huntington Beach. Carson Drake, the Golden State God, as his name is. Wrestled him probably 6-7 times total now in my career. Doesn't shut up. Does not. Just all day. All right here. He could probably go a whole 20-minute match and 15 of it's talking. Next big show I got February 11th in Norwood in Cincinnati area, defending the tag belts against a tag team. They're called Department of Defense. There we go. I can talk. Sergeant Ledbetter and Vincent Slades.
Nice. So we remember Slades. We saw him at that show we were at.
Yes, he was there. Yes, he was Slades. Good old Slades.
Jim, we got to make our way back down Cincinnati and check out some more shows and get involved again.
Yeah,
yes,
definitely.
come to Ascend. Come see us. Come to Cincinnati.
Only if there's a party.
There's always a party. You look, it says it right there somewhere.
Has Carson won any gold?
Yeah. So Carson has won gold. He was actually there too at the same show, I believe. Yeah, he was in that Rumble.
Well. He won the Rumble. He won the Rumble.
Yes. He has the heavyweight champion there, actually. He has the Cincy Wrestling heavyweight champion, and he was the Ascend Pro Wrestling tag team champion, and he was also the Ascend Pro Wrestling Rise champion at one point too.
Oh wow, nice.
Yeah, so he's won a handful of gold.
I like some of your promos. I saw some of your promos on your Facebook page, so they're pretty awesome.
My thing is I want it to be unique. I don't, anybody can go out there and do the generic, hey brother, here's the deal next Saturday. No, I want to be unique. I want to stand out. It has to be an attention getter. So for instance, like my most recent one I think I put out, people were telling me like, hey, I clicked on it and watched and it didn't look like you were talking. And they sat there and were like, oh, it's a voiceover. So I did a voiceover of me passed out in a locker room.
Yeah, I saw that
one. Or like, again, the character is it's a lot of comedy in it. So in the promos, why not play up that aspect? What makes me click on a video, something that makes me laugh? Or somebody goes, LOL, that's funny. Shares that or whatever. I'll always click on it. So why not? And like we did one where we faced off a team. It was at our last Ascend show. We defended the belts. It was against a team of Funk and Fresh. And for the life of me, I cannot say Funk and Fresh. I kept saying an inappropriate word and fresh.
What's the best party movie?
Ooh. Oh man. I'm gonna have to say I can't remember the exact. It's the National Lampoon one.
Which one? Like Vacation or something?
No. Okay, Vacation's going. There's a college one. I can't think of the name of it. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
What is that called?
College Days or something like
Dorm
that.
Days or something.
Something like that.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
I love the National Lampoon movies. I grew up on all of those movies, but that one.
What's the song that gets you popping? What's a good party song? You're gonna go raging out at a party.
My former theme song, the one I probably came out to at that show, is a good one. Party Hard by Andrew C.K.
Yeah,
Andrew C.K.
Party.
Yes, love that song.
That's good.
Yes, it's a party. Make a party hard. I love that song.
So you do like a lot of research for your character, like you go out and look for parties and get some inspiration.
A little bit of that, a little bit of inspiration all around. There's inspiration anywhere you go, honestly. I mean, you can pull anything out of nothing and figure out some kind of idea or just throw something out there. Depending on where I go, I mean, the character switches a little bit where, like, it's more like, haha, comedy, LOL. But a lot of it's just me. I just go out there, I just have a time, and I don't care if anybody else is, but I know I am.
That's a good attitude.
A funny parody would be for you to do that scene in Superbad where like sing for me, Jimmy's brother makes somebody sing for you. Get another part. That's a funny scene. Every somehow figured out how to parody that in a promo. It'd be freaking hilarious if you get.
I could probably figure that out.
Oh, that'd be awesome. You're the tag team partner, like walking to the wrong spot or something, and you're trying to get him to sing. So you guys, I don't know.
I might figure something out like that. I'll have to think about that. I got to do a couple promos anyway. That's why I got the screen up in the back. So I might have to think about how I'm going to do that actually now.
Nice.
Did you ever go ahead, Kev.
You go. You're the host. I'm just Uncle Slam.
Have you ever witnessed anything or watched something and you're like, damn, I gotta incorporate that?
Yes and no. It really depends, honestly. Like, sorry, neighbors. Dog trying to attack me. It sounds like.
I thought that was DMX.
DMX, keep it down.
There is a party going on there.
I don't know. Like, it's nothing ever like particular. It's really just like pulling small stuff from everywhere. And honestly, and genuinely, it's just me just going out there, being me, being goofy, having a time.
Cool.
Who's your favorite current wrestler? Do you have one, or who do you like watching these days?
One of the first like current day who's like still wrestles a lot. It's really two of them, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. I've always loved them. Kevin Owens, similar-ish in a body type. He's not very tall, but he's a stout guy, but he can do a lot. Sami Zayn, just love his underdog fighting spirit, whether he's facing off against the biggest guy in the world or the smallest guy in the world. He's still, if he's down, he's still trying to fight up. I love that attitude out of his style.
Did you watch the Royal Rumble?
Oh yes, I did.
Tell me what was going through your head when this happened. How amazing was that? That was
I couldn't be more off my seat than I was watching that, because I'm like, like the writing is on the wall, but I'm still like, do it already.
Did you think that was a good way to end it? Or
oh my god, yeah. I love it right there.
Bloodline.
I love that. It was a perfect timing. The match was phenomenal. Kevin and Roman just absolutely tore down the place. Going out, kind of felt like it was going to end. I honestly thought like they're going to continue the story longer, and then it was like, oh, it's slowing down some. They're cutting the camera a little bit more. Oh, something else going to happen? They're beating them up, and then
yeah. Well, I kind of figured once they handcuffed him, like, well, yes.
I thought as soon as I saw the handcuffs, I immediately was like, okay, something's going to happen here.
I kind of had a hunch when they did the spine buster on the metal stairs twice. Like, that was brutal. Oh, that could have been so dangerous.
That first one was just clunk, and I went, oh, I was holding my own head. Like, oh, that hurt. That hurt watching. Second one looked a lot better, but still, you're still landing on steps. That's still.
I don't want to take that bump ever. How about you?
Oh no! You know what? I applaud people who do that consistently. Like a lot of people do like the death match or hardcore consistently. I applaud them because they can do that on like a weekly basis and be like, oh yeah, I'm working my 9 to 5 on top of that too. I'm like, how?
Have you ever done a death match?
Oh no, that's not my type of party.
Yeah.
The closest I came, 2 instances where I've came close. Just taking a kendo stick for the first time. I was already like coming over injury to the midsection still, and that's where he aimed, and I was like, oh, my ribs start. Professional Wrestling Alliance, where me and good old Uncle Slam over there met. They did a multi-man match, and it was like Santa chooses the Santa gift present thing, and there was no real weapon in anybody's thing. There was zero real weapons at all. I think I had a fruitcake in mine. that was the closest I came to anything like that. Yeah. Party Mike does not, death match is not my cup of tea or anything.
I don't blame you.
What's your dream match you would like to do? Like a steel cage, a Royal Rumble, ladder match?
I love TLC. I've always loved like a TLC style match. I mean, I've seen all the other ones. That's like, oh, that's a cool, like unique. Like, so I always get all these unique things, but like TLC has always been like, ooh, that's a good match. Always a phenomenal time.
Nice. Did you model your moveset after anybody in the past? Did you like steal a move here and there? Is there anybody you like really looked up to? Like
as far as moves overall, a couple like specifically. Again, I love Dusty, so the Dusty punches, I use that as much as I can, especially as a quick little like a false hope, hit it, and then get cut off with something big. Okada's Rainmaker, I use that a lot. I don't stay up. I go. I'm flying out when doing it.
you got to make it your own.
Thunderbomb. Love that. That was one of the first really big moves I learned when I got into wrestling. And obviously, the stunner, I've always loved Stone Cold. If there's somebody that says they don't like Stone Cold, there's something wrong with them. Yeah. I'd say each person I steal a little bit of something or an idea or just something off of them. There's not many people I can say that I'm like, oh, don't like them. Get ideas from anything. You can get ideas out of nothing. I mean, that's with everything now.
Definitely.
Absolutely. Well, Party Mike, you want to? You have anything to plug? You want to give out your Twitter, all your handles?
Yes. So I'm on PWTs. Should be Party Mike Howard on there. I'm on TikTok, Life of the Party Mike Howard. I'm on YouTube, Life of the Party Mike. You can find matches on there. I put most of my full matches I get available on there. Facebook, Party Mike Howard. One word for Party Mike, because thank you, Facebook, for letting me put party in the beginning. Twitter, LOTP_Party Mike. And then Instagram is Life of the Party _Mike Howard.
Cool. Awesome. It's good honor having you. Like, maybe you should come if you ever want to come on and do like a review or prediction show for like a WWE pay-per-view. Let us know too.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm always game. Always.
Cool. Thanks, brother.
Yeah, thanks for coming on and hope to see
you soon.
you.
Thank you. Yes, thank you for having me.
Anytime. Have a good night, brother.
You too.
All right. See you. So, Jim, you know what time it is now?
Not sure.
Look at the background. It's time to brag.
I thought you were going to do the dollar report. It's time to brag on our birds.
Yeah.
Fly, Eagles, fly. Jalen didn't sing that too good, but it was still awesome.
He's learning it. Dude, what time? I was going to put that background on the whole show, but I'm like, out of respect to these Southerners, I'll keep the Dollar Club.
Why? Yeah, you could have put it up.
You got 2 weeks to be
come
happy.
on, Uncle Slam. Don't get soft on me.
I ordered a Jalen Hurts jersey, by the way.
Did you really?
Yeah, the Super Bowl
one?
It's nice. A gray one, but it's got the Super Bowl patch because no one
has that. Gray.
Yeah, it's like a custom.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, can't
That's
wait.
Cool. Yeah, man, I'm stoked. That was just it's been a great season. It's kind of was unexpected. I mean, I thought they would be a lot better. But Jalen Hurts really stepped up and was an MVP this year and made us into an unstoppable force. Really.
Yeah, I can't wait to do that football podcast with RBV.
Oh my God. What's the guy's name?
John Hartnett.
Yeah. I was listening to that. It drove me nuts. Talking about, like, one, he was wrong on everything. He lost both bets. He said Mahomes was average. I don't like Mahomes. I don't like Kansas City. But how can you say Mahomes is an average quarterback?
Yeah, he's the best in the league by far.
I mean, he's not just like he's a generational talent.
Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait to get it back on that show this week. I'm not going to say any of my views because I'm saving it for that. I want to do it on the fly, all my good stuff.
But he's a generational talent.
Cool.
I mean, both him and the other guy picked the Eagles to lose.
Everyone picked the Eagles to lose. I was the only one. They thought I was being a homer.
RBV picked the Eagles to win.
He wanted them to win, but I don't think he picked them. He said he was.
I thought he said the Birds and the Bengals were going to be the Super Bowl. That's what I remember.
He wanted that. I'll have to double check that.
Yeah, I thought that's what he said. But anyway, our guy's betting, and he's talking about the Eagles pressure. Like they had 70 sacks, and they got them mostly from the line. They don't blitz. So, like, whatever.
Cool. All right. So we got 15 minutes left. Let's talk about our dollar winners. I didn't make an intro with the music this week, but we'll talk about the current events in wrestling right now. I'll go down the list. All right. So I'll just go in any order I feel like it. So Jim, you haven't watched NWA wrestling in a long time, have you?
Not since the Rock and Roll Express.
They had a live show on
and Magnum TI.
They had a live show on YouTube. The show wasn't the best, but the roster is awesome. Like the Chris Masters, my boy was on there. Chris Masters, like Trevor Murdoch. But they had a wedding on there with Aaron Stevens, used to be Damian Sandow, and Jeff Lippman gave his dollar to Mae Valentine. She had a wedding with Aaron Stevens on there, and it was kind of cheesy. But they had like their own judge come in and like he was kind of like the priest, but he called himself the judge, and it was Sam Tino. Do you know Sam Tino?
Who is that? Santino Morello.
Yeah, Santino changed his name to Sam Tino, and he still got it, dude. He's still freaking hilarious. He made the whole it was pretty cheesy. It was like a classic wrestling, like you cringe so many times, but Santino still got it. He's hilarious.
Yeah, he's funny.
Yeah, so that was they were our dollar winners. I never thought in 2023 Santino Morello would win $1, but he's got $1 already. And then this guy did not win the dollar last night, but I gotta give a shout out to Darby Allin. Brutal match with Samoa Joe for the TNT Championship. He lost his belt, but the guy's gonna die one day. But Jim, before I switch this slide, look at that hoodie covered in thumbtacks.
My God, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, he put it on to do the coffin drop onto Samoa Joe. He didn't get the. I think like it was the tacks were stuck on his arm sleeve, so he couldn't get it on right. But it's still got to be brutal. And then Samoa Joe eventually took it off him, and he was like hitting him in the face with it. This match was brutal, man. Darby Allin is. I think he tweeted. I forget his exact wording. He's like here for a little bit of time and not a long time. Oh, we got the dog skipper in the house.
Hey,
sexy
this
Batman.
podcast is about to get out of control. You better grease the pole because the Eagles are in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
It's the man that loves strippers, the notoriously bad tipper, dog skipper. Bow, 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 bow.
All right, dogs, we're going to finish like 4 minutes of the current events real quick, then we're going to get back into football. I'll just tell Joe about Samoa Joe had a brutal freaking match, and he won $1 last night, his first dollar of the year against Darby Allin. And that was an insane match. I told you guys about that. And then our girl, Jade Carter's 50-0 now. She wins our dollar. 50-0. Amazing.
Wow.
On NXT, Jeff Lippman gave his dollar to JC Jane of the Toxic Attraction. And then there's a new podcasting girl gimmick. This girl comes out like dressed like the Matrix, and she's like a podcaster. Stevie Turner gets my dollar here.
Nice.
Now on the Royal Rumble, guys, who got the female Royal Rumble dollar? Do we even need to talk about it?
No.
Rhea Ripley, baby, coming from number one and winning it.
Rhea Ripley, and on Monday Night Raw, she wins another one, so she's tied for first place. Mommy and Dom won the dollars on Monday Night Raw. She's killing it, man. Her and Layla Gray are tied for first place.
I wanted to ask, do you guys ultimately feel like she really likes Dom, or is she ultimately just manipulating him and going to use him to her advantage?
Kayfabe-wise or real life?
Like kayfabe-wise, storyline-wise.
I think she really likes him, but she's going to turn on him eventually.
Yeah. And I mean, it's going to end at some point. Everything does in wrestling. But I think right now it's authentic storyline.
Cool. The Bloodline, well, not the Bloodline. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, obviously $1. That was an amazing performance. Both their first dollars of the year. We had PartyMike talk about that. We don't have to go to that any longer. I didn't give $1 to this girl, but I want to ask your guys' opinion on it. How cool is the new Asuka? What'd you guys think of that?
Well, she had worn that paint in New Japan, correct?
Yeah,
Called like
follow
the
her
killer,
background.
something clown or something like that.
Yeah, we didn't follow her.
Murder clown or something.
I was going to say it kind of reminded me of the Insane Clown Posse makeup a little bit. So maybe she's just like a juggalo now.
I saw a couple memes about that, making fun of her about that too.
Nice.
Well, she needs to do something because she's kind of irrelevant. So
I'd like to thank Todd Brantley for picking $1 on Impact. Guess who came back, guys? Victoria Tara. When's the last time you seen her?
at one of the shows we went to.
I mean, on TV. Isn't that awesome? She's back.
Wasn't she in one of the Rumbles recently? Last year, maybe?
Possibly. Then Jim gave his $1 to Lacey Evans. Look how amazing she's looking these days. I love her new gimmick with the Cobra Clutch.
Yeah, she's yeah.
And then we have three Jeff dollars to give out. Reba on Rampage, Lexi Nair on Dynamite, and Carmella on Monday Night Raw. That's all of our dollar winners for the week. You can see the stats on the bottom. Layla Gray and Rhea Ripley are running away with it right now. All right, but now let's talk about the real shit, the real stuff, guys. Oh, I got Carmella stuck on the screen. That's not a bad thing. Oh, man. All right, there we go. How cute is that dog?
Adorable.
Really cute.
So Johnny, me and Jim touched the Eagles a little bit. Talk Eagles. What do you think? Do they have a chance? Obviously, I know you're going to say. What's your prediction going against the Chiefs?
I mean, it's wild. Back in, Super Bowl 52, we were the underdog going into it against the Patriots, and now it kind of feels like we should win on paper. So it's definitely a new feeling. It's definitely exciting. Obviously, Travis Kelce and Jason Kelce playing against each other in Super Bowls, like historic. Happy for their mom. Obviously, we have the Eagles versus Andy Reid. I mean, there's just so much going into it. Jalen Hurts and Patrick Mahomes are both like MVP candidates. So there's just a lot. Like this feels like, like a climax of a movie about to happen. So, I'm super excited. I had a fun question for you guys though. And I know we won't know till the game, but we of course have the statue of, Doug Peterson and Nick Foles calling the Philly. If we win the Super Bowl, who do you predict will get the statue, or who would you like to see get the statue?
Oh,
the only one I could see them making a statue of would be Jalen.
Travis or Kelce, dude.
I was kind of thinking that too a little bit.
Maybe but with Jalen in it.
Yeah, I think the team is so well rounded. I think you need like 5 or 6 guys, like a Batman, 4 Batman to like a.
I mean, we're going to be winning. We're going to be winning a bunch more Super Bowls. I mean, how many statues can they make? Where are you going to put them all?
Art museum, baby.
Big town.
or maybe if Hassan Reddick has dominates, he could get a statue.
The day we say, oh, we have too many statues is the day I can be happy, though. I think if we win, we're getting a statue, are we not?
Yeah. So, Johnny, I told Jim already.
They set the precedent, I guess.
I had to do it. I ordered a Jalen Hurts jersey, a custom gray one with the Super Bowl logo on it. I did 2 to 3 day shipping, too, so it should be in early next week. I can't wait to wear that for the Super Bowl.
I just might splurge on one myself. Where'd you get it from, if you don't mind me asking?
NFLshop.com.
Okay, got ya. I might take a gander.
Yeah, I did Fanatics. Then it's the guaranteed 3 to 4 day shipping and ordered the black jersey. Then I read all the reviews. They're like, it takes over a month. So I canceled it. I'm like,
you obviously want it before the game.
Yeah, I obviously want it for the game. So I canceled that. So I got the gray one. That's something that never go out of style, and it's unique to me. Not many people have the gray, like with the Pretty cool. Pretty excited about that. Can't wait for it to come in. If that's late, I'm going to flip out, though.
Yeah, right. Cool beans. Speaking of jerseys, I think it's a pretty cool power move. We went with the midnight green because everyone's saying it's going to be like a home game for us. So kind of a cool move to rock the midnight green in the Super Bowl. And correct me if I'm wrong, I'm pretty positive we wore midnight green when we beat the Patriots, correct?
Yeah.
So let's go.
Jim, who do you think is going to be MVP of the Super Bowl?
My prediction for MVP is going to be oh boy, it's a tough one because I think Jalen's shoulder's hurt.
He's got 2 weeks to heal, though. And a shot of Toradol on quarterback.
I'll say Jalen, I guess. I'm hoping he is. If he,
Johnny, what's the perfect meal for the Super Bowl for this glorious victory? White Claw.
Oh man.
Or are you gonna go cheesesteak? You gonna
I was just gonna say cheesesteak would be the most appropriate. I feel like wings and pizza are always the safe football move. But I'll certainly take any of the above.
Buffalo chicken dip in there.
Both you guys, talk to me about the Chiefs defense. Are you worried about them at all? Their defensive line actually had the second most sacks after us. We had 70. They had 55. I know we were
I mean, Chris Jones is the biggest threat. But I think with our offensive line, we can contain that. I mean, look what we did against San Fran, and that's the best defense in the league. So
cover your ears, kids. We made Bosa a little bitch.
I mean, so that being said, maybe they put Chris Jones over Dickerson. He's dealing with a little bit of an injury. I don't know if that will matter, but it'll be a good matchup. But I think, our offensive line is the best in the league, and we got Hall of Famers up and down the line. I mean, it's kind of hard to penetrate that.
Johnny, do you want to answer this question, or I got a separate question for you?
Well, whatever you would like. Jim pretty much said it for me. I mean, we did so well against San Fran, and they were the number one defense. It's hard to see it going any other way. I feel like we do have a rushing quarterback, too. We kind of have more of an unorthodox offense, and, we have so many weapons out there. So whatever, it's the Super Bowl, baby. I mean, I would imagine their defense is good. I mean, these are the best two teams.
Are we doing a whole Super
I'm
Bowl
ready.
Next week?
We should do a Super Bowl episode. Absolutely, we can. Johnny, this is what I wanted to ask you, though. How do you even begin to game plan if you're Andy Reid? What do you do to stop Hassan Reddick? He's just going to blow through their tight ends, do you put, where do you even begin? What's your thought process? If you're Andy Reid, what's your thought process? It's a lost cause? You run a fullback?
I really don't know how to answer that question. I'm not a head coach. Andy Reid is a brilliant mind. I do love that he goes for kind of trick plays. I don't know if you remember that lateral attempt in the first quarter against the Bengals. He's not afraid to go for it on fourth downs. So I don't know. That's a hard question to answer, how to stop Hassan Reddick, because he's looking amazing right now. I would love to see him go off in another game like he did last week and possibly get MVP. I mean, that'd be nuts if you're getting sacks and forcing turnovers, that's what it comes down to. But also, God, I lost my train of thought there. But yeah, man, I'm really excited. I'm super excited for the game, and I really think the Eagles have a great shot. Great shot.
Cool. And Jim, I always I enjoy watching the games with you because you see the game, you look at it a different way that me and Johnny do, being a former offensive lineman yourself. You see a lot of the penalties, a lot of the play calls where a play breaks down. I think more than me and Johnny do, just from the experience. What would you do with Hassan Reddick, or what do you think is the tangibles on the line you're looking at? Are Eagles just that dominant on the line, both ways, on both sides, or give me your thoughts?
Yeah, it's really hard with the Eagles because up and down that line they have guys that are great players. I mean, if you double Hassan Reddick, you got Sweat on the other side, you got Hargrove coming up the middle with Cox. And you got guys coming in and out nonstop, so it's really hard. The I mean, I would think they're probably going to go away from Reddick to try to neutralize him, kind of like we did with Bosa. We ran the opposite way. I think that's pretty much all you can do. Chip them with some motion and things like that, trying to slow them up. If they play him and he's shooting up the field, they might do some things inside. So he has to contain where he'll be hesitant on rushing. But I think for the Eagles and for Reddick to, if we get a lead, that's when he's most dangerous. When he can just pin back and go after the passer, and we're not worrying about their running.
You guys cool doing another 10 minutes on Eagles, or you guys want to head out now?
I have 10 minutes.
All right, cool. Johnny, do you think we have a weakness? What do you think? Is there anything you're concerned about against the Chiefs?
Not really. I remember the one point I wanted to bring up. One strength I think we have over Andy Reid. I think Sirianni does a way better job with clock management. And I feel like we're going to have more time of possession of the ball. I feel like that's where we're really going to shine. Andy Reid historically, I don't know, there's always a spot I feel like he wastes a timeout, or, he doesn't take a timeout when he should. I really feel like Sirianni is going to hopefully keep the ball on the ground a little bit, control the clock, control the game, win the Super Bowl. But to answer your question, it's really hard to point out a weak point. For a little while there, it seemed like our secondary was a wee bit shaky. But I'm really trusting in Bradbury and Slay to, make some big plays.
Too.
Yeah, we do have Maddox with his glorious dreadlocks, so I'm hoping he makes some big tackles. I think that was another thing too, just missing tackles occasionally. But I mean, I understand they're human beings out there. But I mean, it's the Super Bowl. I really don't want to see Kansas City breaking a lot of tackles.
Johnny, back to you on the clock management. It seems like especially last week, we've been running the ball a lot more and actually running with all three of our running backs. We didn't see Gainwell much of the year at all. And then they're giving the ball to Gainwell a lot. Boston Scott had a touchdown. Miles Sanders is scoring. Do you think he's even trying to manage the clock even more? Or is that a conscious decision just so people don't get hurt to split the ball up? What do you think his thought process is using all three running backs? Is it just about clock management, or what do you think?
I like to think it's about clock management and it's about keeping fresh legs on the field. I mean, that's what I imagine. But I mean, who knows? Maybe he just thought San Fran would be a little more weak against the run. But that's the type of game and performance I would like to see. I mean, if we take the lead early, control the ball, keep the ball on the ground, control the clock. That's, I don't know, old man mentality. You know what I mean? That's the game I want to see. And that's how I kind of predict us winning. I hope it doesn't turn into a big shootout game like a Super Bowl 52 was. I really hope we control it and win this game, man. I'm so pumped.
Jim, Johnny made a great point about fresh legs. Now look at the defensive line. As soon as we got Ndamukong Suh, we actually rotated our defensive line more, and they're a lot more fresher. I feel that had a big part why we've been more dominant, even more so than we were. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the more fresh legs you bring in the rotation, I mean, you to go after the passer and all, because a good part of offense is wearing down the defense. And if you're making that harder for them by having a rotation of guys who are all very capable of taking over a game, it makes it very difficult on the offense. And you can just get, I mean, it's nonstop. I mean, the Eagles' D line is nonstop coming after you. It's nonstop all day long. So, and it's a good mix of pass rushers and stopping the run. You got Sue, you got Joseph, and you have Jordan Davis, who are all good run stoppers. So, I mean, we're pretty stacked there. It's tough to penetrate.
So Johnny, you did mention one thing that scares me as well too. If it is a shootout, I don't know if Hurts can put up 42. If Mahomes is just on fire, that's going to be my biggest concern, because he is kind of. I know it's not basketball. I always compare him to Patrick Mahomes to Magic Johnson. He's making passes off one foot, doing all this crazy crap that most quarterbacks in the game cannot do. Compare him and Hurts, and how tough are you afraid of his intangibles at all?
Absolutely. I mean, it's hard to deny him. Like, if you ask pretty much like any fan of football, no matter what their team is, like, oh, what quarterback would you have if you could? Like, I bet 9 out of 10 are going to say Mahomes. He's kind of undeniable out there. God, I forget the team he played, but we were watching it together when he basically won the game on one leg. You know what I mean? Like, that was nuts to watch.
Yeah, the AFC Championship game. Or the game before that. The game before that. The Bengals game, and then the what was the game he got hurt at?
Who Hurts?
The Bills?
Chicago. Who are you?
It was
Mahomes?
the Bills. Yeah.
The Bills. Yeah, the Bills game.
Yeah, like he had a final like game-winning drive on one leg. It was pretty nuts to see.
No, it was Jacksonville.
Well, we got hurt in Jacksonville.
We're talking about
maybe I'm just
injury,
saying
right?
that Patrick Mahomes is pretty hard to deny at the end of the day. So yeah, I am very worried, and that's why I said I really hope it doesn't go to a shootout. I really hope our defense can keep him. Yeah, so hopefully our defense can keep him contained. You know, let's force some 3-and-outs. Let's get some turnovers. Like all it takes is like we all remember the historic fumble Graham had on Brady in 52. So, you know, if our guys can get in there and even force a couple turnovers, I think we're going to be all right.
The key to stopping Mahomes is getting pressure on him. That's how Tampa Bay beat them a couple of years ago when they won. You keep the pressure on them, it's going to, it makes it tougher to have that game where you're going to score 50 points.
What are you guys going to do if we lose? Are we going to burn the city down? Are you going to
No, well, I'll be disappointed. I'll be mad. But listen, I want to win this more than anything, but I also believe that our team is built for the long term. So
I'm going to be pretty bummed, actually. I'll throw something for sure.
Well, yeah,
because say like the Phillies, for example, like this past World Series. I mean, it was Red October. We got hot, but I feel like I speak for everyone when we were happy to be there. So it wasn't too heart-wrenching when we lost. But this is like, we knew from like week 3, like, we could be going to the Super Bowl. This team's looking great. We're undefeated. Like, so it's been in my head all year that we're going to the big dance. We're getting there. If you're going to the big dance, you might as well dip the bitch. So let's go, man.
I'll be mad. I don't think it's burned the city down.
No, but it's definitely throw my hat or
yeah, of course. That's always
drink a lot.
Of course, it's throw your hat and do something.
Jim, you should make your name Rock Hard Batman this week.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of something good. I almost went with like Dong Batman.
Jobber Batman.
I do love Jason's name, the sexy Batman, and then his brother, they call him like the Big Yeti. They're both like I don't know, porno names. It's funny.
If Jalen Hurts didn't have a girlfriend, I think Rihanna should go on a date with him. That would be perfect if he pulled in Rihanna like at the Super Bowl.
I was just going to ask what you thought about her for the halftime show.
I love her. I guess she's going to have to like not curse and stuff, but and not like do pumping and stuff like she usually does. I love her. She's very beautiful. Love her voice. She's like an alien. She's just like mesmerizing to look at. She's like extraterrestrial.
Yeah.
You like her?
I mean,
Jim?
there's part of me like, God, when's the last time we had like a guitar in the halftime show though?
Adam Levine, if you count that, Maroon 5.
Yeah, that was only a couple of years ago, but yeah.
I wouldn't call him rock, though,
Yeah.
I feel like if Justin Timberlake had a guitar.
I feel like we're due.
Yeah, I guess the Foo Fighters years ago. What year was that? We trying to get.
Oh, yeah, that was, I want to say like 2016, give or take, 2015.
Cool. All right. Well, we're winding down. Jim, give us your last thoughts on the game and make a prediction. Then we'll go to Johnny. Give your last thoughts on the game and make a prediction. Jim?
Oh, me? Well, I think it's going to be I think it'll be a good game, but I think the Eagles are going to, control the game. They've been the best team all year. They have the best roster. Their players are better than the Chiefs players in every aspect except for quarterback for the most part. But I think, I think the score is probably going to be somewhere, I can see it being like 28, 21, 24, somewhere around there. Eagles victory. Super
So
Bowl.
Jim's saying, people at home, bet all your money, bet your house on the Eagles.
I didn't say that.
He says he's going to beat their spread, guys. So do it. Bet your house. Bet everything you have. Doesn't matter if you have kids. All of it on the Eagles. All right, John, how about you? What's your final predictions, final thoughts on the game?
For fun, I'll go Eagles 31, Chiefs 21. I think it's going to be a pretty competitive first half. I think the first quarter will end at like 7-7. I really think the Eagles are going to shine in the second half. I think we're going to have fresher legs throughout. I think we're going to control the clock throughout. And I can see us running away with it in the second half. And that's my prediction, 31-21. But I will take this W any way we can get it.
I'm going to go 31-27 Eagles victory. They're going to be up. They're going to be up by more, but Patrick Mahomes is going to score a magic touchdown at the end and get it closer than it really is. That's my prediction because he is Patrick Mahomes. He's the Magic Johnson of the NFL.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, he has AIDS.
Oh, jeez.
He does. I mean, all right, guys.
Isn't his little brother so annoying? Is he still like in the limelight? I remember hearing about him.
Yeah, did you see that meme? They said they really need to make an Always Sunny episode where the gang captures they kidnap Patrick Mahomes, but they accidentally get his brother.
Yeah. Oh, real quick, we talked about like statues, but we didn't talk about the curse of the statue.
Did you see Travis Kelce's tweet?
He told.
Yeah, he said he's like, "Don't mess with that statue."
Do not F with the statue.
Said it's real. It's real.
Yeah,
right.
That's great.
Somebody put a Chiefs shirt on it already, but they think it was a Philly person.
Jason said it's probably a Philly fan.
I know, for real. Like I used to think like, oh, people are going to be like guarding that statue, but now they're like, oh, go right ahead. You know what I mean? Like I wish you would.
It fires everybody up, so it's not a bad idea.
Well, I think it was Slay who said that Kittle fired the defense up last week.
Yeah, because he said they're good on paper.
Yeah, and he said they were kind of soft. We'll see who's tougher, who's more physical, and it pumped the whole team up. Hopefully, Kansas City puts their foot in their mouth too and pumps us up too.
Well, they'll find something. You can always find something like that.
All right, well, Johnny, thanks for coming on. It was awesome talking Eagles with you. Like, are you down for? We'll pick a day next week. It doesn't even have to be Thursday. We'll do an Eagles show, a whole Eagles show. We'll come up with a format and everything. Yeah,
I can make it happen. I mean, we could stick to Thursday unless you guys absolutely want to do something. We'll text. We'll figure it out.
Cool. All right, and thanks for being on the show again, Jim. People at home, scan that little bar. Jim, point up. Scan our QR code and follow us on all social media. And that's what you got to do. All right, have a good night, everybody. Go Birds. Go Birds.
I'd buy that for $1.
Recognize. I represent everything Dollar Club.
Respect the dollar!
Oh, a headbutt to the Jolly Rogers there.
Hey, everybody. Kevin Panetta of Dollar Club Wrestling here. Please do me a favor and purchase some of my niece Talia's Girl Scout cookies at the link attached here.
Hi, I'm Talia, and you should buy cookies for me because they're the best cookies in the world, and the Dollar Club Wrestling buys cookies for me too.
And if you can say no to her, how can you say no to this? The new official Dollar Club mascot, the Dollar Bulldog. That's the Dollar Bulldog, the official mascot of Dollar Club Wrestling. Hey guys, and don't forget, on February 18th at American Dreams, Dollar Club Wrestling will be taking donations for some blessing bags for the homeless. My friend Julie Buckner is collecting blessing bags for the homeless. Now through February 28th, she will be collecting inspirational letters and non-perishable food for the homeless. This will be our 9th year, and we will pass the bags out in Philadelphia on March 5th. To minimize handling, please place the letter and food in a Ziploc bag. Obviously, we're online right now, so it's tough to give non-perishable items. So if you'd like to make a donation, just Venmo Julie Buckner right there. Make a donation. And if you actually do want to give her some supplies, email her at julie.blessingbags@gmail.com. Thank you, everybody. Make a difference today.